Hello, wonderful people, and welcome to another interview of the series New Generation Hypnosis, when we meet good hypnotists from all over the planet to share information, content, stories, and personal experience. My name is Caruso Colzi, and today our guest will be Marina Kostina. Hello, Marina, welcome.
Hi, Caruso. How are you doing?
Very, very good. So, first of all, please tell us briefly who you are, where you come from, and what do you do?
Well, originally I'm from Russia and I live in Chicago in the United States. And I'm a hypnotherapist, energy healer, and a researcher. So that is what I do. I help people, I guide them from their lethargic status quo to ravenous living full of passion and joy. So that is what my mission is.
As you can see, Marina is full of energy, and we're gonna talk about energy today. But the second question that I would like to ask is, how did you approach the first time the word of hypnotism?
You know, it was a very interesting experience. For me, it was a very personal experience. In my life, in my personal life, there was an issue of alcohol, not for me, but the person that I really cared about. And that completely changed my life. It ruined a lot of things in my life. And after that, I went to Russia. And I've heard of such hypnotist named Davzhenka. Davzhenka methods is a special method of hypnotism where people treat alcohol dependency. So I felt that it was my mission, because I went through the pain of that I want to help other people to either get rid of it, or people who are like me, whose loved ones were in that addiction. So I entered the field of hypnosis through that particular method. And then, because I saw the potential, I started studying more and more and more. And now I have 5 different certificates, Caruso, like you. We cannot stop studying.
It's true. It's a never-ending journey. When you start, you keep on studying and studying because there are lots of material. But talking about this, in all this time that you studied, that you worked in this hypnosis field, what did you discover that it's been fascinating you more than anything else?
You know, hypnosis is an interesting field. I also do energy work, and we can talk about it later. But I found, when I approach hypnosis as a novice, I always thought, oh, I'm going to have the special powers. I'm going to hypnotize somebody, right? This is so exotic. This is so powerful, right? But then I realized that, like an energy healing, I cannot say that I heal somebody, right? It's a two-way street. And, hypnosis doesn't happen because I do hypnosis to you. Hypnosis happens because there is an allowing, right? But also, it's like a dialogue. I noticed that when I am in trance during the session, the person goes deeper in trance. And if I regress them to a certain time in their past, it's almost like I am there with them. And when I do, I notice that we create like this synergy that happens, the magical something that really tells me that we're so interconnected. From the field of energy, I already know it. But in hypnosis, you really can tell, right? Have you had the experiences where you almost enter somebody else's stories? And that is the most fascinating thing for me. And also, that traumatic experiences, when people experience something really difficult, we don't have to go through that again to heal it. We can go through dissociated state, and that dissociated state, where we look at ourselves from another, from the ceiling, or we see ourselves as a third person. I think that is an incredibly powerful way that not only helps you with therapy in that particular traumatic experience, but also in life in general, to place yourself in a third observer position. I think that's what the fascinating part for me.
Wow. Just with this answer, we could talk and talk and talk for hours. I'm so happy I'm doing this interview. So, uh, Yes, I met you in hypnosis course, and I soon realized that, as you said, you're working with energy to help much more your clients. So I would like to spend a little bit of time talking about that. Would you mind to elaborate this concept? How do you combine hypnosis and energy work?
Yes, absolutely. Well, they're very interconnected because we are energetic beings, right? We have a physical body that we associate ourselves with. We think it's solid, but it's not. It seems solid just because of the frequency of that vibration, right? It's very low and it's slow and it seems solid, but we really are not. So around us, for those who don't know, there are many layers of energies, right? That are not visible necessarily to untrained eye, even though you can learn how to feel them and how to see them. We go to a restaurant and it can be fancy schmancy restaurant, right, Caruso? But you're like, I don't feel it. There's something missing there. There's a bad vibe, right? Or you go to a party and there's this perfect person, the society accepted person, beautiful, dressed well. They didn't even open your mouth and you're like, I don't like that person, right? We talk in terms of vibes, and somehow we're funny people. We trust the vibes, but when it comes to energy and energy field, we forget about it. We don't look at it, right? But we're always talking about, I don't have a good vibe, gut feeling, right? What is it? That energy field can be measured. And this is one of the things I do. I have scientific state of the art equipment that measures the energy, and I can show you how your energy changes because of different things. I have an experiments, like I have a glass of green juice, my energy changes right away, right? And balance within the system. So everything is energy. And that's why you cannot really talk about anything in this world without talking about energy. So I found that my knowledge, because I studied a lot and in depth, and I use energetic practices to raise my own energy and to help my clients, that I use it in two ways in hypnosis. First, as a diagnostic, I scan a person energetically because often we think we come with one problem, but it's never the problem that we think it is, right? Like all weight loss problems are not about weight loss ever, right? So, and for example, I had a client who came with stutter. And stutter, she was learning, she went to speech pathologists and everything like that, and they were focusing on stutter. But I saw that she had two chakras, which are energy centers, blocked. One is the throat chakra, self-expression, and another the self-esteem chakra. And so once I learned that, I started digging more, and it guides my questions towards my clients so I can understand what is the problem, what is the real problem. So the second thing, for diagnostic, I use it. And the second thing, I use it also for treatment. Because first of all, often there's something that you don't even need to go to hypnosis. You can just energetically take the thing and throw it away. And that's it. But also, sometimes when a person imagines their energy moving in a hypnotic state, that's a very powerful thing, because they not only are guided through imagery or something like, usually using their visualization, but they actually experience that. And we do that as hypnotists. We have the practices where we have, idiomotor responses and things like that. And we can feel, we ask, where is this feeling? Turn it up a little bit, right? How does it feel? So that is how I use it. And I find it's really fascinating and very powerful for me.
So this is really fascinating, and I was writing now because then I forget. But uh, basically, feelings, it's a kind of energy that we perceive in our body. It's already energy. The intention that we have, it's already a kind of energy that we share. And also talking about frequency, you're so right. I mean, we are now talking with the voice and it's sound, and sound is frequency. So we should learn more and more about energy. And there are lots and lots of scientific studies about this. We don't have to believe juju stuff, or no, it's real. And the more we go toward the quantum physics, the more we realize it's so true, and we engage every time. So thank you so much I mean, there are lots of material that we can share
Absolutely.
about that. And the last question that I want to ask you is, these interviews are a series of interviews to present the new generation of hypnosis. What would you like to talk about? What you believe is this next generation of hypnotists? What we do more, how we differentiate our job compared to the past generation?
Caruso, you are ingenious for coming up with this new generation hypnotist interviews, because we really truly are. And being in so many certification programs, I learned that there is a pattern that I see and that I don't see in the history of hypnotism, right? Before, you needed to associate yourself with a certain school, right? And that is what, it's like your manifesto, you're following, Ericksonian hypnosis, right? And that's what you do. Now I notice that there is, and just in general, humanity is moving towards realizing interconnection on any level. And I feel that, first of all, people who come to hypnosis now, they are from other different fields, and they combine, like me, I combine energy and I combine hypnosis together, and coaching, right? And so people come from different areas of life. That's number one. And they really create their own unique way, right? Their unique method. Almost each of us has a unique method. So it's not like you and I, we went through Freddie Jackson's school, right? And of course we learned a lot, but then we studied this and this and this and other areas, and we created our own unique blend. Your hypnosis session is different from mine. The second thing that I found is that even our teachers, the gurus of hypnosis, they are just starting to conduct their sessions online and teach online. While for us, online is going to be the future, right? And this is a reality that we're experiencing now. So I think that, again, that interconnection that we have, first of all,
Don't worry, it's an ambulance.
right?
Not
So
for us, lucky us.
they're coming for me.
This is live.
So interconnection in general, right? So you can be in Italy, I can be in Chicago, and this session can be as powerful as it is in real life. And that's what people start understanding. My clients just write to me all the time and say, I could not imagine that I'm going to actually feel something during my hypnosis or energy work. Well, yeah, because we're all interconnected. It doesn't matter. Time and space, that's just something we created, humans, funny humans.
I agree 100% what you said. And it's true now with distant hypnosis. But let me add this, because I say now, but it's already 5 or 6 years that I work on Skype or Zoom or whatever, because we are experienced in that. So it's not just because the COVID and the fact that we cannot meet in person. Lots of people, even if it's close, they prefer to stay home in the safety of the home and do a nice session. But then you said, I mean, you're so right. You can be wherever you want and do and deliver the session professionally. So yeah, it's going to be a nice work, even more compared to the past. I thank you so much, Marina, for what you shared with us. If there is something that you want to add on what you said, please do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to remind all of us that we are energetic beings, right? And that, you talked about emotions. We can actually, now we have tools, scientific tools that measure emotions. right? When you love joy, peace, you're at 500 megahertz. When you are in shame, you're at 20. You cannot play two radio stations at the same time. So if your life, if your life is not what you want, is not because of the outside things, stop outsourcing your happiness. Look within, change your own radio station. You cannot play two radio stations at the same time, and live the way that you were meant to live, right? As a powerful, shiny, right, Caruso?
This is so cool. This is the best ending that I had. It's so true. It's true. If you don't like what you listen, change the radio. And it's simple like that.
It's not the
Thank you
radio's
so
fault.
much. Thank you so much. I will post all the links below or here or here. I will see. It depends by the video. Thank you so much, Marina.
Thank you.
Catch you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.